everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Hope everything's going your way today. Today, I'm coming to you with an eye look. Yes, today I'm coming to you with an eye look, swatches and review of the blueprint stack from Mel Cosmetics. Yes, the blueprint stack from Mel Cosmetics. So, if you want to see how the stack performs and get my take on these here shadows, then just keep on. Let's get started. Man. Okay, guys, so yeah. Even though we might be in a new year, when it comes to your girl, some things will never change. I.e., buying makeup. And your girl actually went a little ham last month because between a whole lot of sneezing and a whole lot of coughing, yeah, somehow I managed to do a whole lot of buying. And if I never bought another shadow for the rest of my life, your girl will be straight from now until the next lifetime and beyond. And I often sit alone trying to reason with myself, but somehow, that's when the FOMO kicks in. And with all that being said, guys, yet and still, here I sit, holding in my hand the blueprint stack by Mel Cosmetics. I actually have quite a few Mel Cosmetics stacks in my collection. And I must admit, guys, I'm impressed with each and every one of the stacks I own. So needless to say, guys, when they released another stack with limited edition packaging, your girl just had to get it. So first, let's talk about the packaging. First, let's give it up for this box in this beautiful cobalt blue. And I'm not much one to hold on to a makeup box, but yeah, this box here is definitely a keeper. And the shadows themselves are actually housed in beautiful deep blue pans. And it has the word Mel embossed on the top stack. And the blueprint is actually composed of 5 stacks. The top pan is actually a mirror, and the other 4 stacks are shadows. And while the color of the blueprint stack is most definitely much different than the black pans in all the rest of Mel Cosmetics stacks, the most profound difference is the blueprint stack consists of split pan shadows, whereas all other Mel Cosmetics stacks consist of single shadow pans. And the blueprint actually consists of 2 spectrums of shades, 4 of which are blue-based, and 4 of which are neutral-based. And each spectrum consists of 1 matte, which would be a very deep blue, and a very deep brown. And I'm actually wearing this stack on my eyes today. I used Hammered as my transition shade in the crease and on my outer V. I used Nailed on the second third of my lid. I used Hot Wire on the inner part of my lid. And I used Beaming in my inner corner. And I must admit, guys, overall, I really do like the blueprint stack. I found the mattes quite easy to build up. And the shimmers in this stack definitely have a certain wow factor. I've actually had the opportunity to use all 8 of the shadows, and I found that each shade holds up quite well and doesn't fade throughout the day. Now, while there are definitely great things about the blueprint stack, the blueprint absolutely has some areas of opportunity. First, let's start with the mattes. This blue shade dim out here, while definitely a beautiful blue, deep and pigmented shade, it most definitely does come with sacrifice. Please don't do your foundation first if you plan on using this shade. Cause yeah, as my girl Colorful Camille said when she was reviewing this stack, yeah, dim out is pretty aggressive. And that's just putting it nicely. The kick up is inevitable. The fallout is inevitable. and having a difficult time getting it off your face is definitely inevitable. When using dim out in my eye look, the fallout was so intense that I almost threw in the towel and stopped filming a video. But it's just something about your girl that refuses to go out without a fight. So I would say if the tiniest bit of fallout does bother you, you might want to stay away from this shade because the fallout in dim out is definitely not for the faint at heart. And if you do decide to use dim out, most definitely, eyes first, foundation last. And keep your pack of facial wipes on standby. But if you can get past the fallout, the payout you get when using this shade is definitely great. But on the contrary, this shade Hammered here doesn't have nearly as much fallout and doesn't have nearly as much kick up as dim out. And while in the pan, this does look like this would be a pretty warm brown, it actually has what I like to call the Pat McGrath effect and applies much cooler when you apply it to your lid. But other than that, guys, I absolutely have no complaints about this shade. I could use this shade Hammered all day, every day. And while some people might take issue in the fact that there are only 2 mattes in the blueprint stack, I don't much mind it because the mattes are so pigmented and blendable, depending upon your brush technique, you can get the shade as deep or as sheer as you want it, which only makes room for what Melt Cosmetics is known for, which is their banging shimmers. But about these shimmers though, the shimmers are bang. Not quite as bang as some of their other Melt stacks, but yeah, I still say the shimmers are bang. And I found that every single shimmer in the stack, except for one, worked well on a dry brush, but with a little Fix Plus, it takes your look from great to greatest. But you know what they say, there's always one. Always one. Always one. This shade Skylight here. And I know what you're thinking. The shade is so pretty. Oh yeah, it's pretty, all right. Pretty problematic. As you will notice, out of all of the other shimmers in my stack, Skylight is the only one that looks like the groundhog saw his shadow. And I found while quite pretty, this shade is quite crumbly and somewhat hard to work with. So I found with Skylight, wetting your brush is not an option. It's a necessity. Or you can actually use a liquid-based glitter glue on your lid. My favorite, of course, is the Lit Glitter Base. And I found this forces all my problematic shimmers into submission. Makes the shade spread across my lid like butter. But other than the few opportunities in the blueprint stack, I really enjoy the finished result every time I use it. And I'm really satisfied with my purchase. And speaking of purchases, the blueprint stack is currently sold out, but I understand it will be coming back in stock. And it's my understanding, but don't quote me on this, when it comes back, it's going to be in the standard black Melt stack packaging. Now I know what you're probably thinking. Hey Lily, that's all good, showing us a stack that's all sold out. What do we do in the meantime, Lily? What do we do while it takes Melt Cosmetics eons like it always does to come back out with the stack, Lily? Or what if they get fickle and decide they're not going to restock the blueprint stack, Lily? What do we do then? You know your girl. I never present a problem unless I have a solution. I got you. I got you. If you have any of these palettes in your collection, you pretty much have the Melt Blueprint Stack. First, let's start with these pretty blue colors, Dim Out and King Stud. I've got that in my Face Candy Atlantis palette, right here. This is King Stud from Blueprint. This is Vanished from Atlantis. This is Dim Out from Blueprint. And this is Empire from Atlantis. And truth be told, guys, Empire is much smoother and has far less fallout than dim out. As far as Deadbolt and Skylight, I've got that. Bad Habit Fantasia and my Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. Right here and right here. This is Deadbolt from Blueprint. This is Dahlia from Masquerade. This is Skylight from Blueprint. And this is Ecstatic from Fantasia. Now, while Dahlia does pull slightly bluer than Deadbolt, and while Skylight is also slightly lighter than Ecstatic, put them on your lid, you can hardly tell a difference. Now, as far as the warmer shades in the stack, I've got that in my Juvia's Place Warrior palette. Here, here, and here. All the top shades are from the Blueprint, and all the bottom shades are from the Warrior. And while there are very, very, very slight differences between the two, put it on your lid, you can't even tell a difference. And as far as this shade Hammered here, pull out any of your Bad Habit coat palettes. Yeah. You have that brown. Yeah. You have that brown. So if all else fails, guys, you definitely have a fallback. So now for the $1 million question. Do I recommend the Mel Cosmetics Blueprint Stack? If you're someone who likes palette style shadows and like having every shade in front of you and doing your eye look without worrying about any casualties, and like a lot of mattes and not a lot of fallout there, I would say the Mel Cosmetics Blueprint Stack is probably not for you. But if you're someone who likes unique packaging, quality shadows, can look past all the fallout, and don't mind protecting your shadows with your life, there, this stack is absolutely, positively, definitely for you. And of course, you can get on the Mel Cosmetics website whenever, if ever, Mel Cosmetics decides to bring the Blueprint Stack back in stock. So now that we got that part done, enough all the yapping. First, we're going to get into the swatches, and then we're going to get into the eye look. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. It only gets greater later, guys. It only gets greater later. So until next time, guys, stay real, stay positive, stay up, and damn it, you better watch, fight, and pray. Let's get into these swatches, dude. Hello. We got Dim Out, King Stud, Deadbolt, Skylight, Hammered, Nailed, Hot Wire, and Beaming.